This is John Kolb with Suffering Outdoors. I'm here with my father-in-law, Brent. He is the one who made this powder flask, and we're going to go through a few details of how he carves this up and what you need to make one. So is there anything in particular you're looking for when you pick out an antler to make a powder flask?
This is a 1/2 inch diameter, so it has to be big enough to accept 1/2 inch into the end of it. So you got to be careful with some of the tines or the main beams that come off to not get too small to where you'll bust through when you go to drill it. So you bore a pocket deep as you can get without busting through, and then this thread's on. So this has threads in it. So I generally cut within a 1/2 inch, then this will slide down into here. Sometimes you can get away without epoxying them, but a lot of times I epoxy them into there. Yeah, the first step will be to drill it, because that's the part where things can go wrong. This is a lot softer inside of here in the marrow of the antler. So when you drill with a 1/2 inch drill bit, it can get a little sketchy, and and the antler's curved, so you gotta come in at an angle to get as deep as you can without popping out the side. So you wouldn't do your engravings first, because if you goofed up the drilling process, you would throw it away. So that's basically, you do the drilling first. It usually fits pretty snug. If I push it all the way down, you probably don't even need to epoxy it if you don't wobble your bit. A lot of times I narrow this up. Before you would epoxy this in, you want to narrow this to the size that you want. You want to keep this narrow around here, because on a lot of frizzen pans, the accessibility down into the pan can be limited if you let a lot of material here. Now we'll do layout. We've done this before, but I want to try it. Something like that. I gotta change this over. Also, what gives it a little bit more dimension, if you go in here deeper, a little deeper, 30-second deeper, say this depth here, and you get in there, then what you can do is you can taper this edge of the leaf, leave this edge straight. It'll give it a more of a three-dimensional. Then also coming in here with a line that went down in for like the center of the leaf, same way in here. It's getting pretty fine here. There's not a lot we can do, but we got to get rid of all this material evenly, and that is a challenge. Here, not as much. Now, when you carve bone, you'll learn right away, that marrow is very soft right here, just like your tooth. You got those rings that go around here, and there's the marrow. This is real soft material. So anything you do, you got to stay up in this harder part, because this just goes away. I mean, you can't hardly carve it because it's just porous. Paper. First you can clean off. Clean everything. Okay, we're ready to glue in the charger. If you were using over the counter, you could probably use like JB Weld. Any glue like that would be plenty strong enough to hold this. This is 3M. This is panel bonding adhesive for body work. This is real good, but you don't need nothing this good. It kicks it.
All in a day's work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hopefully it's the right length. I did kind of check that. Yep, perfect.